Hello. Hi. Welcome back to part 3 of Country Stitchers. This is the most...
Remember those of you that say you don't care how many times you get to see us?
Yes.
You're probably regretting saying that right now.
And not only that, but we wish you would say you'd like to see us just once, because somehow this is getting vexing and we don't know why. If any of you who do Flosstube videos have been encountering difficulties since the beginning of May with any of your recording, would you send us an email at country.stitchers@gmail.com so we can chat about it if you found a solution to it, because we're having trouble with our recording and we don't know exactly what the issue is, but we persevere.
Yes.
So,
and thank you for coming back for round 3.
And it does sort of
it does pay off.
Spread the wealth, because there's a giveaway.
See?
In each video part, so it does pay to watch.
Yeah. Yes.
So be sure you subscribe, though, because you'll miss out on the subscriber tribute if you don't.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about finishes. This is really exciting.
Oh, we're going to do that later.
Is that okay?
Yes.
All right.
Gotcha.
It doesn't really matter what we do, Lynn. We just hope it gets recorded. We do want to get to Deb's finishes, though, because she's been talking about this knee-high 4th of July piece that she did. Take it away.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, so for the last time, I think, I'll show this pattern. This is Knee High by the 4th of July by Kathy Haberman. I stitched the quilt on a different piece of fabric than all of the other stitching, because I wanted it to look 3D when it was finished.
And smaller, too, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
because it makes it look...
Yeah, good eye. Yeah, I think, what was the count of my fabric was, I've said it so many times.
32, wasn't it?
There we go. 25 count over 1, and then the flag was 28 count over 1. So this is my finish. This is a frame that I found at a shop, very cheap, when we went to the beach, and I loved it. I knew it was perfect. It actually had a chalkboard inside of it. So here's my finish. I think it turned out great.
So did Logan.
Yeah, my son actually gave me a comment on it, and I thought, oh, it must be good for a 15-year-old boy to say something about it.
Yep.
But so I covered some fabric. I chose a mat board, cut it to the size of the frame, covered it with some of the homespun fabric, that blue back there, and then did the same thing. I cut some more mat board for the size I wanted for my actual piece back here. I put some batting on this piece. And then I did the same thing for the flag, another piece of chipboard. No batting on the flag though, but I did lace both of these pieces on the back, and that's just because that's what I'm used to. That's how we learned. So then I attached the flag to the fence with some of the Eileen's glue, and that's it. That's my finish.
And I like your wheat. It looks like the tassel.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking it looked like the tassel for the corn.
Well done.
And then just a piece of ribbon and a little piece of... I don't know if that's Lady Dot or something else, but it's just one of those little trims up there.
Is on my little Santa punch needle.
Yeah.
Remember you gave that to me to use?
Yeah. So that's that. This stays up in the kitchen for the summer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you. And I have one more finish. I had finished the Jenny Bean Friendship Sampler, so I'll show that one more time. The picture doesn't do it justice, I don't think. A lot of the charts, I don't think the picture does it justice.
Yes.
It's so great to see them finished in person. I did lots of changes, which I've explained many times over the course of I don't know how many videos, but this is my finish. I'm sorry, Liz.
That's all right.
I found this frame at Hobby Lobby, and it was on clearance. It was normally $40, and it was on sale for $10. And so...
That's a Deb's price.
Yes, that's right. That was a Deb deal. I went ahead and picked a coordinating fabric. It's just a plain kind of green that matches the colors in the sampler. And then I put the heavy twine around it. I took out the glass, and it's ready to hang up.
Matt gets a day off and didn't have to make
Yeah,
frame.
he didn't make this one. I'm hoping that you can see it okay with the light. That's almost better that way, huh, Liz?
Well, actually,
See the green?
I thought it was pretty good when you had it straight on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go a little closer.
So there's Jenny Bean.
There you go.
And that's finished. This is what I was saying the other day. I did not stitch the words or the date in the roof of the houses, but I had forgotten to mention that. So that
the
is
other day.
finished.
Same video session, but the other day.
This is one long video.
Yes, we have a path worn out between the two houses now.
But yeah, I was really happy with how that turned out. And same thing, I used mat board. I did cover it with batting and laced it on the back and then glued this onto the fabric that I covered with mat board in the back.
The other one's with magnets, though, you said.
Oh yes,
right?
This one I can actually take out because it's just magneted in there, so I can pick another chart if I want to that I can cut to this size and still keep the display. Because I love this. I love this pedestal frame. I think that's so pretty.
It is nice.
Yeah. So those are my finishes.
Move in.
Okay.
And I was playing with some more peyote, and I did another fob.
That is too cute.
This one is the one I just got at the retreat. I have probably about a half a dozen to do, but this is the one, the little pair. And
Here you go.
see if I can hold it this way on the scissors. It looks kind of nice on the primitive scissors, but that's the pair. The pair.
That is so cute.
Yeah, it is. It's a little smaller than the other Fern Ridge Collection fobs. They were a little deeper on the top and a little deeper on the fringe, but I really liked it.
Those are my colors.
Nice and seasonal.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So
That's nice with my needle roll.
I was gonna say, I imagine I have more than one of these to do. Tends to happen that way in pairs, doesn't it? Anyway, at this point, we would like to share a guild that's come to our attention. It is
Can you see that okay?
the Magnolia Sampler Guild. I'll get that out.
So the Magnolia Sampler Guild, the current president is Relma Sharp. The age of the guild is 25 years this year. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. We've got some really neat information on this guild. They're having a big event, and so we have a press release to go through with you. So we've split up our information a little differently. The meeting dates of this guild are on the third Thursday of every month. They're a daytime meeting at 10:15, and they're in Marietta, Georgia. The programs are similar to the other guilds. There's a business meeting, and it's followed by a program. Sometimes it's a talk, sometimes it's hands-on. And their focus is on antique samplers and their creators. And their whole purpose, or charge, if you will, is to support the Bullock Hall in Roswell, Georgia. And it is the childhood home of Mittie Bullock, and I'm going to not tell you who that is because I want Deb to tell you who that is when she reads the press release that was given to us by Barb.
So this year, the 25th anniversary of Magnolia Sampler Guild coincides with their 13th biannual Needlework Exhibit. The Works of Our Hands is the theme, and it will be held at the Bullock Hall, as Liz said, in Roswell, Georgia, from September 20th to the 28th. There will be more than 100 pieces stitched by members on display in the childhood home of Mittie Bullock, who is the mother of President Theodore Roosevelt.
Wow. What a legacy.
Yeah. Yeah, the house will be open the following hours: Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Sunday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. The fee to enter the house is $9 for adults and $8 for seniors, and this fee goes to the home, which is maintained by the Roswell Historical Society. In addition to the exhibit, there will be a boutique of needlework supplies available the first weekend, which is September 20th and 21st. There will also be a luncheon on September 19th at the Atlanta Athletic Club. The speaker is Vicki Lopiccolo Jeanette. Her talk is entitled "Compose Yourself with Dignity and Grace."
And
That'll
we
be
met
good.
her
Yes.
in our jamboree. She taught a class with her daughter-in-law Megan.
Yep. They will look at the wisdom that is stitched in verses. And Miss Jeanette and her daughter-in-law Megan formed Needlework Press to rescue, research, and reproduce antique samplers, focusing especially on Folsky historic samplers, and that's what speaks to their heart. Following the luncheon, the attendees will adjourn to the Bullock Hall for the first look at the exhibit and to shop in the boutique. There's no admission fee for that day. The cost of the luncheon is $35, And for more information, you can contact Barbara Haberly, and we'll, of course, have all of her information in the drop-down under the video.
We will. Their annual dues are $24. Their activities are monthly programs, workshops, stitch-ins, and the ever-popular Christmas parties that we like to have. They have a Facebook page entitled Magnolia Sampler Guild. And Barbara is the contact person for this event, as well as any information you would like to have on the guild. So we will, as Deb said, put that in. I just wanted to take a minute and let you know that they also have a newsletter, which is very informative. You saw the first page of the newsletter there. At the beginning, we showed you the guild logo. And then they put in the information on their program so that you know what you're going to be doing. This was May. They even showed you some of the project that they're going to do. And then I liked this insertion in their newsletter. It's their dates to remember, and they keep an updated list of all the activities that are going to go on for their guild members. So that's really nice.
Yeah, it's a nice newsletter.
So if you're in the area of Roswell or Atlanta and you're looking at guilds, or you haven't been connected and would like to be sure to check out the Magnolia Sampler Guild.
Yeah, I wish we were closer because this sounds like a lot of fun.
It does.
That's
And those
amazing.
ladies are very,
wonderful.
very entertaining when they do their presentations. We enjoyed that
Yeah,
class.
they're very nice.
Now, move on to Gadget Corner. I am excited about this one. I had my sister visiting, and she and I went to Walmart. And I went down the craft aisle, as I always do when I get to Walmart, and I was looking for some beads. When I sent Karen her scissor fob, the blue one, I didn't know it, but my niece Charlene was visiting. And Charlene has started stitching since her dad died, and she was there when her mom's fob came, and she told her mom her favorite color is purple. So I needed some purple beads for the fringe, and so I thought I'd take a look there. And I also needed a cutter for my bead wire, and mine's kind of worn out and pitted. So I was looking at the tools, and I found one that I had never seen before. It reminded me of a snapping turtle or one of those alligator turtles down in the swamps and the bayous. But how many of you have ever tried to open up a split ring? These things are so hard on my fingernails. I try to put my thumbnail in them or a fingernail. These are split rings. They look like the rings that are on keychains, and you tuck something under the one edge and it lifts up. I found these pliers. If you can see, the little point is curved and the bottom is sort of a flat side to it. All you do is set the plier in the groove and
That's so
squeeze,
clever.
and it opens that up so easily.
Yeah.
And look there, you can slide your piece right in.
Yeah, that's
Your other
awesome.
ring. I'm so excited by this. I just want to sit at home and open all
I
my
know.
split rings.
I'm gonna have to get a pair of those too.
Give this a try.
That would've-
It is so
That
cool.
would have come in so handy while making jewelry.
I know.
Sorry. There we go.
Isn't that
It's open.
almost effortless?
Yeah,
It's,
that's good.
it's less
great.
pressure than if you're trying to cut
Oh
something.
my goodness.
But yet, I can't
I
tell
used
you.
to try to use 2 different pliers and open them up. I've had them fly across the room. Yeah.
my I want to say least favorite way, but the only effective way I ever had of doing it was with my wide flat pliers, and I would actually take it, grip it, and then twist it down so that it actually forced the two apart.
Yeah.
And that was like the only sure way I knew to do it. But when I was done, then it was distorted.
Yeah.
So then I'm trying to put it back into shape. So anyway, if you do any jewelry work or any beading and you use split rings, this is a lifesaver.
That's
and
awesome.
$3.50.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, not bad.
And this, it's by Do It Yourself is the name of the company.
Oh, DIY.
And Walmart. Can't get any easier than that.
Nice.
So that was fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it makes my beading section so much nicer to go to now.
Yeah.
No more attacks by the split rings. we have an adoption, and this adoption is sort of, shall we call it, in celebration of the third video for this. Anybody who stuck around this long deserves a chance at something
right.
else. So we had 2 kits by the Purple Thread. This one is called a pair of pairs, and the only thing you'll need to add to this kit is fabric. It was supposed to have linen in it, but I honestly don't remember if it didn't when I got it, or I don't think it did, because I don't remember taking it out. So
But everything else is in there.
everything else is in here. Threads,
Nice.
pattern.
It's so cute.
It is. And this was
these are so
given
cute.
to us at a retreat Deb and I went to. It's a little counting pin, and you'd stitch the top of it, and it's really a flat quilter's pin is what it is, and you fold it over and finish it.
All the supplies are in there.
Everything's in there. They guarantee everything is there to do one of them, but I think it's the fabric you're going to run out of, not the floss. So
so
you
cute.
could stitch all of them if you wanted to. The patterns are all there.
And they'll look really cute together.
They will.
So if you are interested in adopting this,
Yes.
what should they say in their comments?
How about pairs?
Pairs. Okay, so just mention pairs in your comment
Yes.
on this video. And don't forget about video 1. because there's a giveaway there too, a really good grab bag.
Yes.
I remember one time, the other time we gave away a grab bag, we had a couple people say, "What's a grab bag?" Which surprised me because I never even thought that someone wouldn't know. It's going to be a bag, well, some kind, it's going to be
package.
Yes, a package of lots of different stitching goodies.
Yes. And it's the fun of it is you can't see what it is when you buy it in a store, so they call it a grab bag. You
Yeah.
just grab one and go, and when you get home, you're surprised by what you got. They're usually pretty moderately priced, anywhere from 5, 10, 15, 20, and the higher the price, the more you get in your bag. So,
Yes. So don't forget about video 1.
yes.
And then also, please, if you can subscribe, because that way you'll be entered into our subscriber tributes.
Yes,
Also.
and that happens automatically. You
Yep.
don't have to comment in order to win.
Right.
And we look forward to having you subscribe and like and enjoy all of our videos. And we did do a video this week that was different for us. That one was not interrupted, and it was on cord making with a laces cord tool. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
And as always, share the joy of needlework.
See
Thank
ya.
you. Bye-bye.